live here, so we are. I just want to get
Cap, you
people
can go back to the race if you want to.
to go ahead and join,
Yep.
but you guys are in the right place.
It just gave me a notification that Alex Mid is now live. We're all good. Y'all just need to let me know when it's at 0. Us. Okay. And Cat are you going to go back to their chat party while you're in the race?
Yeah, because we'll still need to be able to hear what your what do you call it?
I have them on the other
What lap this
on
is.
my phone, Alex.
Still, you have your voice on set to allow, right? Yeah, you're gonna have to make sure that is, because I don't think I can hear you on my broadcast right now.
All right, looks like we're going. Cap, what do you got on those seconds? Hold on 1 second.
Should go to your party settings and just set your voice to always allow.
Are you guys ready?
Should go to your party settings and just set your voice to always allow.
All
Yeah,
right,
we're
you guys go
almost
ahead and
ready here,
log in.
guys.
They're in. They're in. They're in. All right, boys. Here we go.
Can y'all, what do you call it? So it is 25%. Sorry, guys, as we were still getting in here. This is very unofficial, so we won't professional until I know exactly what's going on.
25 times 4, and no cautions. Stage is on.
And we're trying to get Steel to turn on. Did you see that, Steel? Were you able to find that?
Yes, sir, I do. I believe I got it fixed.
I just want to make sure as we go live here.
All right, looks like we're starting the race here, boys.
Yeah, you should have me, Alex.
All righty. We're off.
All right, guys. So we are now under speed and underweight here at Daytona. So we have 50 laps here to settle out. We are on stage racing. So the first stage, I believe, 12 laps. Second stage, 13 laps, and then about a 16 lap to run to the end. I believe something that we will be watching for. Not only will guys and competitors work with one another to try to get themselves to the front, but some of these guys might be able to save it on fuel. I really don't think we see some of these guys go down pit road at all, at least under green. The guys that do so have a very tougher job for winning this race. I want to bring in Man of Steel, who I was able to draft with earlier today. And let's talk about that there, Steel, because you have one of those setups that can save a lot of fuel here, but for these guys that aren't able to do that, what's the best way they can to win this race? As we see GZ tap the wall in 3 and gather it up.
Well, the best way is right what you just said. Just try to stay out of trouble. If you're not out there trying to get a little bit of extra route, the best bet is to stay out of the field. Try to stay patient and work your way up through the field if you can.
Cap right now leading currently in front of the 37. No, here comes the 37 car. He took a look to the inside there, and just that brief moment, that hang time off the throttle allowed that outside line to get the advantage to 22 and the 16, and here comes the 9 as well. All that stemmed off the 37 car cutting a break to Cap in that 3 car. Here comes Antwolf and High Explosive to try and take advantage. Lefty in that 16, he in the 43 making contact and back in front of traffic. Cars spinning in the back of the pack. It's the 00 and others. Oh, up in the air. That's the 8 of Bang. And another competitor still deep in this field. That was Jeezy. And Dingo, the 47 car. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., a wild ride through the tri-oval.
That's a good thing about these stage races right here, man. You can, as long as you stay up there and stay on speed, you can always come back at the end of the race.
And they are running for points here, so points are everything for these drivers. There's some that are, separated by 1. There's some that are separated by 101. So, they're really getting racing hard here.
Smitty, I had no idea that is your voice also going to be allowed here during the broadcast?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I'll probably be talking to both of you guys here, and there's no better way than people that have actually been out here. They've raced with these guys multiple times themselves, so they know exactly what they're talking about. Here comes Cap and the 37 car, man. I don't know. I just don't know if these guys are working with one another. What is the dynamic between the 37 and the 3?
You get Cap slick with them. You got two that knows how to lock on each other. That's a good thing about them too. But you got to remember this, they all in there for points, so when it gets down to nitty-gritty, that's when you need to be watching.
Another run to the outside here is the 16 of Lefty trying to get... Oh, contact! Antwolf off the racing surface, back on the track. And that was the moment there. Gathering up, the 20 car had to go high. Snowman now in that bottom lane as we try to reveal back up front. That was Racer, who has more contact with him in the 16.
Wilson has a huge run up the middle of the corner there.
Yeah, Cap, I think that's good.
You're right now. Unfortunately, there's a lot of movement from that 13 right there, and I don't know necessarily the 14 to take advantage here. We can see Antwolf. I really think he's trying to work to get to the inside of the 37 car. The 37 all but below the yellow line. Now, you can use that yellow line. You can defend it. You can straddle that yellow line as long as another competitor doesn't go up under it, but you also cannot force somebody up under the yellow line as well, and that's 13 of Antwolf really working that 37 car. Single file here. These guys, some of these guys, as we run single file, trying to save fuel in the back of the pack, but a lot of racing here. I can tell you probably up front. Let's see as we look through all these competitors. I believe in the 53. That Smoke Dog there. He might be one to keep an eye on as far as saving fuel. There's High Explosive dodging to the inside of Snowman there. And the 47 car, they have lapped whoever that was. It was Dingo there. He is 1 lap down, but if he's the only car 1 lap down, he should be awarded the free pass and get back on the lead lap for the first and only stage break that will bring us a caution flag here coming to about, I believe, less than 10 to go.
We're going to have to watch that 16 too, Alex, by the way. He's a point later than now, so keep doing on that 16.
There's Hardhead to the inside of the 20 and bringing Snowman with him.
I just got an update from race control there. Looks like they got about 6 laps left coming to the line here.
And that would mean, tell me these guys, some of the fuel window. Oh, in the wall! 14! He bounces and catches Lefty! The point leader's around in turn 2! Spinning backwards, heading toward the inside, coming to a stop. He and the 14 making significant contact, but the points are gone for the first stage for our championship leader heading into this race.
That's going to mix it up, boy. That is a Pied Piper. Give a little.
No change up front. Here comes the 22 Snowman. He got to the inside of High Explosive, who just nipped the outside wall. And things are still fast and furious heading into turn number 1. Still single file with the fuel window going to be a factor. Now the question remains here with the 47 car already 1 lap down. Where does Lefty go, and can he make it on fuel versus some of these guys that cannot? I'm telling you, the bottom half of the field, that running order is something we'll keep an eye on, and we'll have to be told. Well, I guess we can see toward the start of that race. Coming to 4 to go, I believe now 3 to go. This is important because, as you guys know, we've mentioned about the rule where you need to pit before the leader crosses the start-finish line with 2 to go. If anybody were to come now, it would have to be on this lap.
That sure played a factor in today's race, that's for sure.
A fine comb, fine reading of the rules as the 37 car trying to take a look underneath Cap once again, who's led all laps from the pole. Snowman working up to the 3rd place and a big run out of the 53 of Spoke Dog. It wasn't that long ago he wasn't tailing this lead pack. He's made his way up to 5th place. Pit road is going to be a busy place. Here comes the 3. That's Cap. Other competitors are in. The 20, they make it in, bouncing off the wall.
And I think Pitt's road was closed there.
14.
Went by.
It was. So the 14, he's going to be assessed a penalty. All these guys that are coming down pit road right now are going to be assessed a penalty, and that could mean more cars are going to go a lap down. We are going to start 2nd stage with half the field 1 lap down. The 43 of Blue Rag, he's going to be in as well.
I don't know if that 37 got to that line before that 3 or not, because that 3 might have him.
Well, and this is considering, I believe, if this was 3 to go, they are okay. If this was 2 to go, they are not.
Oh, yeah.
Here come other leaders. This might be 2 to go. The 13 of Antwolf trying to get there. Now, pit road will be closed that time by, but some of these guys that took service are going to still find themselves a lap down. You see the 20 of iRacer, the 43 of Blue Rags as well. Antwolf in front of High Explosive and the 53. Now the question remains, can the 13, the 88, and the 53 make it? High Explosive really, really slow. He might be out of fuel, so it might be the 53.
It looks like
the 13 of Antwolf. Can he keep it?
Yep.
Antwolf, no! Looks like he's going to go down. As well as High Explosive, 1 lap to go, and the 53, who I had mentioned there, trying to save fuel, the leader. I think
like
the good news for the 53, or excuse me, for the 13 and High Explosive, the 88, is that they pitted with only 1 lap to go. So they should still, even being assessed a penalty, they should still be able to make it on fuel and not go a lap down. The 22 here needs not to go a lap down in front of the 16 of Lefty, who also gets into it. He spins off the bumper of the 53. Spoke Dog getting a lap back, and now Spoke Dog is going to get around him. Lefty is going to get lapped by Racer. 53 is going to take the stage win as we fall under caution. The first car 1 lap down will be iRacer. He will be awarded the free pass during the stage. But who else? Oh, this is the final lap right here.
This is the final lap.
Oh, excuse me. Well, there are a lot of cars that are going to be a lap down here.
Better keep an eye on that 53 car. We're about to see if he sputters it all.
So everybody that did go down pit road that's
there
still a moment.
53, that 53 is out. 53 is out.
He should be able to make it to the finish line, though.
Yep,
on fumes. The 20 needs to unlap himself perhaps right here. That would go big for everybody else, but here he comes.
Congratulations.
Right. Good job. Spoke Dog on the first stage. Good job, Spoke.
The main question is, who all is a lap down?
How many drivers do we have a lap down? 4 or 5 drivers a lap down.
All right, so we need, who's all in the top 5? We need to
Top 5,
narrow
please.
down. Yeah.
Cat Pillar second. Hardhead fifth. Spook third. Slick Blue. That rounds out the top 5.
Thank you, brother.
All right, hopefully we'll get a little bit cleaner race in the second stage. I know they're fighting for these points in these stages, so it's going to be a little hot and heavy getting here towards the end of the season. Only a couple races left until we start playoffs, so that should be quite a bit of fun.
And Alex, I appreciate you having us up in the booth with you tonight, bro. Appreciate you.
Well, thank you guys. That was an interesting first stage. Let's try and settle down and see what happens here for the second one. A lot of people have gone down pit road, so the 53 and the 14 are out. The person that received the free pass will be the 88 car. He starts in the tail end. I don't know exactly who else is on the lead lap, but we do know up front the 14 car is your leader.
It looks like you have 4 cars a lap down.
Wow, they are bunching up 3 wide as we ride along on board with Lefty, who is one of those cars 1 lap down. There's Blue Rags to the outside. Here comes the 37 storming through the middle, but really no drafting up. He tucks back in line. And the first car in that outside line will be the 43. Wow, the 16 really dangerously low, entering turn 3, and there is a bump that could really upset the race car. Here goes Cap to the outside. He'll bring along his teammate there, the 8 car as well. Ant Wolf up to second. Oh, Lefty in a vulnerable spot. Here comes iRacer. iRacer puts the 16 into 3 and Cap in the wall. They do not survive that one. An aggressive move. We were on board with Lefty. The 20 car just went up.
The 20, he got a little, I don't know if he lost it on the bottom or went in there too hard.
Definitely, and that's going to cost Cap decent run time there as Ant goes to the outside here. And we know that 20 car can be aggressive here. I was on the receiving end of that earlier today and not very happy. So we'll see how that happens with Cap there later on. But up front, the 37 car has been able to take the lead away from the 14 car who got shuffled out of line. He brings the 78 car as well. But I believe he may be a lap down. So it's the 20. So we could be seeing why these guys are so desperate to get back and caught back up, because there's only going to be 1 free pass position yielded to one of these guys for the only second yellow flag that we get. Wow! Jeezy up the racetrack in 4. Here's High Explosive back in line. Slick Blue still in front. There is a buffer there. The 78 car, I believe, is a lap down. So is iRacer. So second place really a Snowman in that 22.
Snowman got to do is try to stay out of trouble, and I think he'll be all right.
And taking a look in that far shot, we could see, I believe it was either the 8 or somebody else that could go a lap down. That's also going to hamper the strategy by these guys who are desperately trying to get caught back up and become the first car 1 lap down. That is the battle between the 78 and the 20. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead has a 2-car buffer between the 37 car and Snowman running along in second. High Explosive in third. Dingo, also one of those cars we are questionable about making it on, if he's indeed on the lead lap. I think. Whoa, here goes the 78 car. They are all fanning out 3 wide. Energy picking up as he lapped the 8 car. Oh, they all made it through there. Lefty to the high side with help from Ant Wolf. The 22 pushing the 20. And Jeezy out of shape. Racer has gotten to that free pass position.
Just on confirmation, Dingo Hunter is a lap down.
So that 47 car also not on the lead lap. The 20 has worked himself. Oh, in the wall. Dingo Hunter in the 47 right in front of Ant Wolf. He gathered it up right there. 5 cars trying to break away from them. 4 of those on the lead lap. Excuse me, I believe only 2. I think the 16, who is our championship leader heading into this race, also a lap down.
pack, if they stay together in the back, they might catch that lead pack and they stay together. It's looking pretty promising.
I'm still not convinced that some of these guys are not going to have to come down pit road once again. Snowman on. Oh, Lefty just taking a chunk out of the wall on the back stretch there. High Explosive deciding to go along with him. You're right there, Smitty. They've been able to, that second pack, about 5 cars, 5 versus 5. These guys racing up front will allow that second pack to really run them down. Might bring more heading in. So things have calmed down for just a little bit. 5-car breakaway at the front of the field. 3 of those cars on the lead lap. Slick Blue in control of the race. The 20 car in control of the free pass position. Snowman in second. The 16 desperately needs to get in front of the 20 in order for him to be awarded the free pass position. In the 88 car, the buffer for third. Meanwhile, back of the pack, right there in that shot, you can see the 13. That's Antwolf. He leads that charge. In front of the 78 car, who was also a lap down. Dingo a lap down. And the 8 car also 1 lap down. Big commotion in the back of the pack, though, unfortunately, for the 3-car Cap, who is on pit road, and he's going to go a lap down right there. However, now it's the 20 car in front of the 22. Snowman inherits the lead. Slick Blue giving up the lead, perhaps to try and save a little bit of fuel. He had been leading, so he hadn't been able to save at all any gas in the tank. That puts the 20 car on the tail end of the lead lap, so that means something that we really don't see in modern day NASCAR right now, getting back on the lead lap the natural way. And if it were to fall under caution right there with the 20 in front of the 22, he would be awarded just that. And that allows Lefty to be in the free pass position. However, the question remains, can the 20 car make it on fuel? He could just be adding insult to injury to his own strategy right here if he's going to have to pit. You don't want to be leading if in the case of yourself trying to make it on fuel.
Yeah, that's really a big strategy, Alex, is, being out in front, being in front, you really got to have somebody who's steady runner to be able to get those guys behind him to stay at the same gas.
Look how far back the 88 car High Explosive is. He is getting as much daylight in between him and the 16. That's enough to save a decent amount of fuel. And so that 88 car, he was within 1 lap of being able to make it. They have 1 more lap extra to go, so this call really going to have to stretch it here this second stage.
It does not look like that second pack will lose up to save their lives to try to catch that front pack. They've shuffled 3 or 4 times to try to get in line and get a fast lap here. Real shuffle.
And of that pack, that 13 really needs to make it to the front here and become a factor to these guys on the lead lap. Everybody that's on behind them are fighting to become, or at least increase their position to be better than their competitor with still 1 lap down. I am concerned, for the 20 car of Racer because he's out front leading the most. Tail end of the lead lap. But if he has to go down pit road once again, his strategy is shot. It opens himself up very vulnerable because of other cars that might be put a lap down based on their strategy.
What are the laps looking like, Smitty?
This is a battle for first place heating up there. Slick Blue.
iRacer is actually in the lead, and you're going to have a couple pit cars here. Looks like they have 3 to go coming to the line.
iRacer in the lead.
All right, dang. He must have been one of those wave around cars there.
It looks like they only have 4 on that stage that did not stayed on lap down.
So anybody that goes on pit road this lap, they were able to safely get there before the leader crossed the start-finish line. The minute one of these front cars hits the start-finish line, at least for that lap, you'd be better off pinning on the last lap. Illegal, but at least you wouldn't lose a lap to some of these competitors here. Gonna see right now, pit road is open. The 22, not gonna take the 37 or the 20. No takers, and pit road is closed right there.
And that looks like
The 22's out too.
Oh, that was a stage. Oh man.
Yeah, that was a stage.
See, guys, that was. I wish there was better. What do you call it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, that was the last one.
All right, looks
So
like
I
got that
read
second
you got
stage.
stage 2. Congratulations, brother.
If you can listen in this minute and let me know who is on the lead lap, because I didn't even know the 20 was even on the lead lap. If somebody is streaming this, that would make this very, very easier.
Like this, man, it's all about surviving that big one, though, Alex, man. When you get to where you're running for them points and you got a little bit of extra fuel in these cars, you have to try to save to make it. Main thing is trying to get through the big one. If you can stay out of trouble, you got a
Looks
good
like
shot at
Smoke Dog is the last car on the lead lap.
Can I get how many laps to go in this stage? Then we need to keep a track every time they go by so that we do not lose count.
Flaps in the stage, driver.
Smitty, how many laps you say? I think we have a little bit of technical.
16. 15 laps in the stage. And Smoke Dog was the last one on the lead lap.
Alright, so we're coming to 15 to go. And keep in mind, the fuel window, I believe, on times 4 is still 11. So I think you guys will have to make a green flag stop. We did see the 8 car already out of the draft. The question that would be, for me, might be the 53 car. Could he stretch it? He was able to save enough fuel that first stage. Alright, so 14 to go. Excuse me there, guys. I'm trying to figure out exactly, do the math. We are going to assume everybody in this lead pack here right now currently is on the lead lap. Racer up front with help from High Explosive and Snowman in that 22 car. First car to the outside back on the lead lap though will be Dingo in that 47 car. He's already found the outside wall. He's already been upside down, so it's nice to see him rebound there in that high lane. The Antwolf and Jeezy in that 00 car, not content to just hang around behind and bottom feed. These guys are trying to work their way up to the front. Here comes Cap as well. There was some slight contact there as we see the 53 and the 47 migrate to the back of the pack.
Capco is not on the lead lap.
Alright, so that he means to aid. Unfortunately, that wreck, we talked about that there, Steele, about how just being involved in something stage 2 can set you that far back, and he does not have a shot at winning this race now.
Yes, sir. You got it. When you get into these kind of races right here, you got to stay out of the big one. That is the main key. It's hard to do, but put yourself in the right position.
Wow. There is Snowman. He got to the inside.
You got 3 behind that big pack. You got 3 so together. In my opinion, they work the right strategy with each other. They can save some fuel off each other. Maybe not have to do.
You see Smoke Dog, he and the 47 car have actually lost touch with that first pack. All that shuffling, and I just wonder what about the strategy about the 53 car still making it on fuel. This might actually work them out from outside of being involved in the big one in case they do wreck up front. So of these front 5 cars, Jeezy is on the lead lap here, right? Excuse me, making 6 cars battling for on the lead. Oh, in the grass, in front of traffic, the 13 of Ant Wolf. He and the 37 car, who was that? Cap, trying to scramble, gets back up on the racetrack. I saw Slick Blue in that 37 car dance on the apron. It got him out of shape. And the 13 car desperately needs to get back, caught back up in front of that lead draft. I think he might be out of it. Yes, he is. There's no way he's going to get caught back up. Now, the question is, he can fall back into the clutches of the 53 and the 47, but he has indeed lost the draft, the 13 of Ant Wolf, with that move.
Yeah, it's late in the race. That's, I mean,
We've got 3 of the top 4 on the lead laps already.
Jeezy's also a lap down, okay. So these front 4 here are, unfortunately, I don't know why Slick got on the apron there, but that is not going to aid Ant Wolf at all. Down, but not out, and that second pack is starting to form once again.
Yeah, that second pack looks pretty promising there. If they can get it together and run them down, they got a chance. They stir it up a little bit.
Now the question is, how do you get on and off of pit road? What do you take as well on this final stop? If you're pushing, you wear out your tires here. Are we going to see these guys take 2 or a splash and go, or even take 4?
I think it really determines off of how long they wait, Alex, don't you? If they wait until the fuel run is almost over before the stage is over the race, you're gonna almost have to take no time with the splash. But if they play that little strategy and pit a little earlier, you might be able to get 2 tires and really gain on that front tire.
You saw it right there, the 22 of Snowman was able to get the lead, muscle the 20 out of the way, and now he and Slick Blue in tight formation and high explosive has been able to get around the 20 car, who's been kicked back to 4th place. Wow, that second pack now frantically racing and in dire need to get single file in order to get caught back up.
Yeah, it looks like they're almost going to start pitting here pretty soon.
Oh, on the grass is Stingo in that 47 car. He almost collects lefty. Here goes Blue Rags on the inside as well, as some of the front pack is in by himself.
Yeah, 2 by 2 for the front.
That's that second pack. There's still single file up front. Snowman leading.
yeah, see that second pack, man, in my opinion, or trying to chase it down, you need to be trying to say gas with each other. That's my opinion.
Oh, we got one in the wall in that second pack. That's not going to help it.
They're trying to run it down and kill it all. Like they're saying, yeah.
And laps are winding down here. We're definitely within 10 to go. In fact, if you can get a lap count there for the leader coming across this time by with how many to go. You see them lap dingo.
What now?
It really was. And these guys being nose to tail, the 20 car pitting by himself. He's out there by himself and he's losing a ton of time because these guys have not yet gone down pit road.
Yeah, this front pack's running up on it.
There they go. They're on their way in.
It looks like they're letting the lap cars go ahead just to get this backpack 1, 2, and 3 going to the grid.
Snowman, he did! Well, that is unfortunate. Slick Blue now able to get across. Who's the leader, Smitty? And I really need you to actively tell me here because I don't know. I need to know the number, at least who's up front.
High Explosive is in the lead.
And how many laps to go?
How many laps to go at the line, please? 4 left at the line. There it goes.
So High Explosive is up front.
We got a bunch of them pitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars pitting there.
And the 43 Blue Rags is in the wall. Not a good day for him at all. High Explosive still in control of this race and being pushed by the 00, who's a lap down.
Yes.
He is staying out. 3 to go. 00 car. I'm actually kind of, if the 88 car had any concerns about being able to make it on fuel, I would think that he would like to get behind that 00 car and save as much as he could, considering Jeezy is not on the lead lap.
iRacer, Jeezy's out of gas. iRacer is in 4th.
Who's second, Smitty?
Who's in 2nd, please? 2nd place.
High Explosive still up front.
Blue is in 2nd.
And Slick Blue had already gone down pit road.
The Slick went down pit road.
Here comes the 88. High Explosive, really slow, entering pit road. Now, Slick Blue in that 37 car had already completed service. He is in 2nd place. Here he is on the backstretch.
Here he comes. That's supposed to be a pit stop.
He really does. A splash and go for the 88 we would expect, with the 37 car coming to, I believe this will be the white flag lap. Slick Blue got on pit road, unjambled, and he'll take the white flag. Now, where does he go in relationship to the 88?
The 88's coming on to the 1 right now.
Here he is, trying to get up to speed and desperately stay in front of the 37 car.
What lap is it?
This could be the last lap. Here comes Slick Blue trying to frantically chase down High Explosive. The win is going to come down to the 37 car if he can make it around the 88.
It don't look like it's going to make it to him. This is the last lap. High Explosive got it in the bag.
High Explosive, a last lap pit stop will be enough to power him to the win. Slick Blue trying to chase him down.
Is that it? Or one more?
I think we might have one more lap to go to try and settle it here at Daytona.
That's what it's looking like.
Slick Blue, he has the run here, Man of Steel. He could try and get around him. 88 is going to have to try and put a big block.
See where he's about to go. I'd stay up high and wait till he goes to the bottom. That's me.
Explosive in that high lane. The 37 car, Slick Blue trying to get there. Fake him out to the outside, side by side for the lead. Oh, they snapped with one another. There's contact. Here goes the 37 car with a crossover move. It won't be enough. That side-by-side momentum loss in turn 3 allows High Explosive. It's a desperate pat. Here they come to the checkered flag in the wall with 37. High Explosive will win.
Good race, boys. That was great.
Woo, sorry there. I almost got caught on ran out of steam there, but woo. A side-by-side battle. It was close.
Yes, it was.
Great job. Good job, TCR boys. That was great racing today. We'll have another one next week in Talladega, a little bit more wide open, and hopefully good 2 and 3 wide racing.
High Explosive outlasts the competition here, and he has his name in the rightful place. I know earlier today with the running joke how everybody was calling him for the wrong reason. Today, the right reason. to win tonight. Race number 7 in this very special league. So glad you guys could join us right here on my channel.
Thank you very much, Alex.